I think let's talk about some of the core components that you need to become a chief of staff,
Hmm.
because there are many ways in which you can gather.
Hmm.
There's
Hmm.
many different career paths. It's chief of staff should not be, if you're in HR, you can't be a chief of staff. If you're in communications, you can't be a chief of staff. It's not the technical kind of bucket that you fall into first is not necessarily the most important thing. I'm international development. So like, very, very out there and, can still work. But looking at those kind of four core areas of competencies, right? Strategic execution, operational leverage, information, being able to synthesize, analyze, and present information, and then cross-functional alignment. So those are the types of things that you want to be touching in your career and say, I can own this, I can do this. So if it's information systems, like being an analyst and being able to say, I can take your business data and I can tell you what you need to know. If you're an entry-level data analyst, right? Kind of making sure that that's, that you have those skill sets, because that's a really critical set. Looking at, where are you able to manage programs if you're a program manager? Like a program manager is a great kind of, whatever the realm is, to get you to understand cross-functional alignment, people leadership, execution of tasks against a timeline.
Yep.
So, kind of where can I serve as an effective, at some point in my career, an effective program manager, so that I can show that I have those skills and the trade-offs to become then the chief of staff. A lot of people, that's an internally, if it's a very mature organization, it can be an internally promoted one. We see that a lot. So looking at, if you're in a big organization that you want to stay with for a long time, looking at, okay, how can I get involved in the strategy? How can I understand that? And how can I kind of leverage those types of things? So I would look at roles when you're entry level, because you're not going to be a program manager when you're graduating.
Yep.
But look at data analyst roles. Don't discount becoming an executive assistant if they don't really exist anymore. Research assistant, executive assistant, like learning how kind of the basic businesses function for a year or two. And then, anywhere, if you're going into private enterprise, it helps to have like core business experience, whether that's doing unit economics or like, something that is driving kind of the P&L, right? So then kind of building your way up to being a program manager. If you can get into strategy, definitely, like that's a really core, that's a really easy feeder, director of strategy to chief of staff. It's a pretty straightforward. So if you want to get onto that strategy team, obviously management consultants are usually kind of slotted into chief of staff positions. So if you are just graduated and you want to become like an analyst for Bridgespan Group or, something like that, or Dahlberg, like those are also very easy career paths.